Hey guys, so this week I read Alice in Wonderland, which is a book by J.N. Sullivan, who is actually a booktuber, and I'll link her down below. Anyway, it's an Alice in Wonderland retelling, and it's the first one I've really actually liked, because others have always sort of fallen short for me. But this one had a really good premise and a really cool writing style, and it was done so well. I absolutely loved it. Because Alice in Wonderland is all about, obviously, Alice, but she is in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. But the zombies aren't called zombies, they're called monoraths. And when her sister Dinah is taken ill and is becoming a monorath, Alice decides to go to Wanderland to save her and find the cure for the monorath disease. And it follows Alice as she goes through Wanderland and finding loads of different people and finding all about how the monorath disease was released and how, if there's a cure, and finding characters who are rather familiar. Because you have characters like Chess, who keeps on disappearing. You have Bug, who looks like a bug and won't stop smoking and is full of conspiracy theories. You have Dr. Waite R. Abbott, and if you read that, it looks like White Rabbit, and Mr. Matt Hatter. And other characters like this come up the whole way through the book, and it was so well done that you knew exactly, even before you read the character's name, you knew exactly who it was going to be. And while each of the characters had certain traits from the original Alice in Wonderland stories, it was different enough to make it really original while still recognisable as a retelling, which I really enjoyed actually. And I really loved the writing style of this book, and I loved all the gore in this book as well, because there was quite a lot of gore. It actually started, and I know I'd like this book from the opening page, because the opening page included someone's head getting chopped off, and I was like, this is the book for me. Just straight away I knew that this was the book for me, and I had to read on, and I'm so glad I did, and I'm so glad I joined NetGalley to get this book before it was released, because otherwise I probably wouldn't have picked it up, or I would have in about 3 years or something. And I'm so glad I had it now, because it was such a cool book, and it totally restored my faith in Alice in Wonderland retellings, because others have never really sort of clicked with me that much, but this one really did. And I'm so glad it did, and I'm so glad. I think it's turning into a series. I hope it's turning into a series, because I love the first one, and there's so much scope to include more of Wonderland and Alice's adventures and everything else. I absolutely loved it, and it was a brilliant, brilliant book. I highly recommend it if you like Alice in Wonderland or retellings, or if you just like zombie books, because this was such a good zombie book. It was such a good sort of book to get me into zombie books, because I haven't really read any before. I've mostly watched zombie movies, and this was a really good one to sort of get into zombies as sort of genre. So I'm really glad that I read it. So I would say, if you want to read this book, seriously go out and buy it, because I absolutely loved it and thought it was absolutely brilliant and genius in so many ways, and it was so well written. I can't wait to see what J.N. Sullivan does next. But if you enjoyed this video, please do give me a thumbs up, or if you've read the book, tell me what you thought of it down in the comments, because that'd be awesome. And if you want to see my next reviews, please click subscribe here, and if you want to see my previous videos, please click subscribe here. That'd be awesome. But until next time guys, bye.